Hi, my name is Abigail, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to get started with Huly to manage your next project. Let's dive in. I've already created an empty workspace. You can see over here, this is the demo workspace that I've set up. This is where we are right now, and this is where all of the team's workflows will take place. Just to show a few of the features before we get started, this is a personal planner. I'll be getting into this a little bit more later on. The virtual office is a really neat feature of Huly. This has a personal office space for everyone on the team, as well as video and voice conferencing rooms. These are totally customizable to the size of your team, so you can add or remove offices, you can change the layout of the meeting rooms, and totally customize it to what you need for your team. These are contacts. Obviously, it's just me in here right now, but I will be inviting a team member to join me. Chat is empty as well, but you can set up channels or send direct messages here. Documents is a great place for sharing project resources. This is the issue tracker. We'll be setting this up in just a minute. And finally, the team planner. This is where all of the individual team members' tasks will be visible. Down here, you can toggle on or off any of these navigational items that you need for your team. I have unchecked human resources, but this is another tool that's available as well. I'm going to go ahead and invite someone to my workspace, so I'm going to click on my own icon down here and select Invite to Workspace. This opens up a window where I have the option to get an invite link, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy the link and send it to my teammate. Alright, so I've added my team member, so he has successfully joined the workspace by following my link. Let's go back to our issue tracker. I'm just going to create a new project. I'm going to imagine that John and I are working on creating a new social media platform, so I'm going to go ahead and give it just a name that I made up for this demonstration. Here I'm going to add John to my project. I have the option to select a default assignee for issues and a default issue status, but I'm going to leave these as is for now. As you can see, my project has been created here, and I'm going to go ahead and create my first issue. Issues are tasks that are assigned to one person. Here, I've just added a title and a description for the issue, Implement User Authentication. Very important to set the status to To-Do. We'll see why in just a moment. And I'm going to assign it to John. I can also give it a priority. I'm going to say this is high priority. I can add a label. There's no labels yet because I haven't created an issue yet, but I'm going to go ahead and create a label called Dev and come up with another one. Let's say Authentication. I also have the option to set a time estimate. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is going to take 3 hours of John's time. I could set a due date here. Let's say tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead and create the issue. I can also click in and get a little bit more detail. There can be some discussion between team members here, and this will also appear in your inbox. Now let's see what this looks like on John's side. This is John's view. He is using dark mode so we can tell him apart from myself. You can see that John has a notification here in his inbox. This notification is showing that an issue has been created and assigned to John, and it also shows that a to-do has been created for John. So let's open this up. Here we can see the issue that I just created on my end. You can also see my icon here, so John can see that I'm currently viewing this issue as well. Because a to-do has been created for John, John needs to go into his personal planner here. A to-do has been created related to this issue. A to-do is an individual team member's obligation to complete the work that needs to be done towards an issue. So they're two separate things. There's the issue and the to-do, and we'll see how they're related in just a moment. As John, I'm going to go ahead and schedule this to-do by clicking it and dragging it onto my calendar. Now you can see that the to-do has moved into the scheduled category. Let's go take a look at what happened to the issue. We can see that the status of the issue has updated to in progress. The reason the issue status has been updated is because John went ahead and scheduled this on his calendar. He has said, I acknowledge that this is a task that I need to do. I'm going to put it on my schedule, and that moves the issue status from to do to in progress. John can also open up his to do here and add notes. For example, this is his note on the to-do, not the issue itself. If we go back to the issue here and open it up, That description does not appear anywhere. That is private to John because it's written on his own to-do. Let's see another way that we can assign to-dos. Here I am in Documents. I'm going to go ahead and create a team space. I'm going to add John to this team space. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new document. There are lots of different ways to format documents. You can type Markdown directly into the document. You can highlight text and use the toolbar that appears here. You can also click the plus button here for a few additional options. Using the keyboard, I can type 2 brackets and a space to create a checkbox like this. Now what I can do is go ahead and assign these action items to a team member. So I'll go ahead and assign this to John, and maybe I'll just assign this to myself. I can also tag John, and let's see what this looks like on John's end. So John has gotten some new notifications here. He can see that he has been assigned a to-do item here and has also been mentioned in the document. You can see that I'm editing it as well, and I'll be able to see the same on my end. And he can see my cursor where I am currently editing the document. John can also go back to his planner here, and we can see that he's been assigned this to-do. He can go ahead and schedule it just like any other to-do. John can also create a to-do from this page for himself. For example, let's say John has a phone call with somebody during the day. So we'll just write meeting, and he's going to schedule that for 12 o'clock on Wednesday. If John wants his meeting to be visible to the rest of the team, he can change the visibility here and say visible to everyone. He could also decide to make it only visible to himself. So let's select that and see what it looks like on the team planner. So on my team agenda here, I cannot see John's meeting because he set his visibility to only visible to him. If John changes the visibility of this meeting to free busy, we'll be able to see that he's busy during this time. Here we can see he's busy at some time tomorrow. If I click this drop down, I can see exactly what time he's busy, but I can't see what it is, if it's a meeting or he's just taking a lunch break. I can also view my team's agenda on the calendar. Here I can see what tasks each team member has for each day. Finally, let's see what happens when John checks off his to-do. Hovering over this, John can check it off here to mark it as done, and it'll move down into the done section of his personal planner. Back in the issue tracker, we can see that the issue status has been updated to done. This is just the very basics of how to get started with Huly, but there are tons of other features that are not covered in this video. You can integrate Huly with GitHub, Gmail, and Google Calendar to make your team workflows even more streamlined and synchronized with other services you might be using. Our team is constantly improving on our existing features and adding new ones, and we greatly value feedback from our users. So if you have any feedback about Huly, we would love to hear from you. You're welcome to get in touch with us through our Slack community or on Twitter, or you're welcome to just leave a comment on this video and let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we can't wait to hear more about what you are building with Huly.